It's January, where we are just now. There are quite a few icicles here, dangling from sun-blistered eaves. Plastic ones that light up at night, twinkling above Santas and large nativity scenes, set up on well-sprinklered lawns of St. Augustine grass, broad blades spiking the air, roots knitting the sandy soil. Sunglasses, shorts, swimsuits, trips to the beach, best at sunrise, the gentle breeze from the shore before the build-up. It is possible to walk out at midday just now, seeking shade, of course, under trees, though careful not to linger under the coconut palms. It's the northern hemisphere, so it really is winter. Thank you.
Muffled shocks of thunder snow, its lavender lightning from high in the low clouds, muted and mistaken for the arcing of transformers, where wind strains wires from poles. But these light the blizzard from within, as chartreuse as new maple leaves and flowers, only paler. Quickly all falls back to grey, and grey deepens. Indoors, lights flicker as neighbourhood after neighbourhood goes dark all over town. One side of the street, then ours. We light dusty candles and remember how to trim an oil lamp wick, pile food from fridge into coolers on the deck. Overnight, 2 feet of snow thrown over them like a lumpy comforter, or moguls of the flatlands, and we are happy to be homebound. Finally, as we shovel together, a chance to talk with the Mormon neighbours who declined the move-in pie. That and solstice, and the glee of sledders, make a short day with an excuse to visit the widows and the divorced. That night, a neighbour, still without heat, carries his sleeping bag across the street. No cars, still white. Miner's light on his forehead beaming both ways. A retired chemist, he explains to us hippies why he hoped we might have a hand grinder for his coffee beans, why they are so much better home ground.
No snow, surprisingly, in that first winter her family moved to Scotland, but a spiked wind worried at fingers till they blew chilblain and toed balloon to outgrow roots. She didn't care. The new house was remote as a laird's with dark oak panels, a spiralling stairway and picture flame fires laid by the grey daily, Mrs. MacMahon Road. But what was strange, her hair turned fair and her bones never grew. She stayed 4'2" for 6 successive winters, till they flew south one swift summer, warmed by wings raised from a sea-eagle feather.
I trekked in the morning dark up the hill to the art school, wore reflectors on my coat, took coffee breaks in the cafena near the fireplace, at tables strewn with ashtrays and saucers, ate flatbread sandwiches with egg and dill and caviar. Knitting needles clicked beneath raucous laughter and the smoke from hand-rolled cigarettes. I never saw a polar bear. I did eat reindeer steaks served with boiled new potatoes, wore sealskin slippers across heated bathroom floors, set the clock each night hoping batteries wouldn't die and leave me unalarmed in dark confusion of night or day, prompt or tardy. Faith in Duracell replaced the absent sun. I never saw a troll. I did ice skate on a flooded frozen pitch under an Arctic moon. Certain stillness and specific cold unfurled ribbons of fuchsia and emerald, swirling and snapping across the sky in rhythmic gymnastics of jewel-toned light. I gawked at the animation of colour and cold, a dynamism still photographs couldn't capture. I never saw a Viking. I did nap naked on the sunbed each week, dreamed of sunbathing on a California beach, woke in the dark afternoon to redress in parka and scarves, trekked home through the narrow tunnel under the railroad yard. The artificial arteries spilled artificial light from either end onto the ore-dusted snowdrifts and delivered me into the frozen street near the darkened church. I tucked into bed each night with the fickle promise that again the sun would still not rise tomorrow.
And it's called Skadi's Laughter. Stride by stride, straight as the arrow's flight, over the snow goes the Etin's daughter. At the walls of Asgard to the Aesir she calls for a blunting of her sorrow, blood for her father. Guild must be paid, else God's blood spilled will darken Asgard. The gods agree to honour the man price, a husband for a father, and a bringing of gladness to a girl in grief. But Njord is no Balder, though neat of foot, and she has no need for Noatun's wealth. While the warm lapping of waves on the strand and the call of gulls is galling to her heart. Skating over ice, skis brushing snow, fierce with grief for a father lost, to thunder's hammer, hurt will be felt in the halls of the gods unless gladness is found. Asgard stands empty. Only Loki is seen to greet her. Silent and bare, his breeches down, dropped to his knee, his gonads bound to a billy goat's beard. Grief can be heard hard in the laughter lugged from the heart as the long one tries, the billy running hungry, his balls to hang onto. Though long in his stride, he will now swing lower. Not all in Ettingholm are able to grieve, and the healing of hearts goes hard in the ice. But the tears of her losing and the tears of his bruising are like frost in the fire as he falls to her lap. Thank you.